What's going on, Pixel Hackers? Christian from PixlFeed here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up your Ads Manager dashboard so you can read all your metrics when it comes to your e-com store, whether it's Shopify or any other platform, because without knowing your numbers you will never be successful in this game. But before we get into it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's go. All right, so when you first log into your Ads Manager, you're gonna look at your account, and the default view is performance, and it's just gonna give you like a bird's eye view of your account. So in this particular account, it just shows me, how many purchases it has, cost per purchase, amount spent, and website conversions, how much we have made back or whatever. So yeah, it's a very, very basic view, but when you're starting out with Shopify or your own e-com store or your own little business, you're not backed by this huge marketing budget. So you got to make money back right away. And one of the biggest mistakes that I see that a lot of you make is that you start running ads and you're not paying attention to the data and your dashboard, and you think because you're getting sales on the Shopify side, or you're getting sales, that you're making money. And then at the end of the month, you're like, whoa, I'm in negative? That makes no sense. I've been getting all these sales. Well, it's because you don't know your data. You don't know your data points. You got to know your click-through rate, your CPC, your cost per purchase. You got to know all these metrics, okay? And once you start running ads and you're going on for a few weeks, you're going to know your metrics inside out. And it's going to get to a point where you just glance at the account and a number is going to stand out to you, and you can make a decision on the fly. This is what sets apart the pros from the noobs. We can look at our dashboard and look at our metrics, and one number will stand out right away and will kill the ad set. You always see people asking in the groups everywhere, when should I kill? How long should I run it for? Should I let it run for another couple of days, or should I just kill it? The people who ask that, they don't know their numbers, because if they knew their numbers, they know exactly when to kill a campaign, okay? So I'm gonna show you how I exactly set up my dash for e-com. That way I know everything inside out and I can make decisions on the fly. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our little drop down here. And like I said, the default view is performance. And then we're gonna go down to customize columns. Okay, you're gonna click there, and it's gonna bring this menu that shows you all the stats that you can add to your dashboard. Look at that. Most people don't even know this exists. And here is where the magic happens. Here's where you're gonna get all the information that you need in order to know what's going on. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna start going through it, and I'm gonna start setting it up the way that I do it, okay? First of all, the first thing that I like to do is go here and then click on performance and clicks. This is the one that gives me the most metrics that are the most relevant. That way I don't have to sit there and do it all from scratch. And it's just a little quicker to set up, okay? So like, for example, look at this. I don't care about this engagement ranking or quality ranking, conversion rate ranking. Those are useless metrics for me. If you wanna know what your ads are doing, then go ahead, be my guest, leave that on there. I don't. So I'm gonna start customizing this to my liking. And then once I customize it, I'm gonna go through each metric and explain why I like it there. Okay, so now that I chose performance and clicks, I'm gonna go to customize columns, right? And now I can add to it. Okay, so the first thing that I like to add to it is all my outbound metrics. What does that mean? Outbound clicks. I want to know who's leaving the ad to go to the product page. So we're going to select outbound clicks, unique outbound clicks. And if you don't know what something is, it'll tell you. If you hover right over it, it's going to tell you what it is. All right. So the number of clicks on links that take people off Facebook owned properties, or the number of people who perform an outbound click, right? Outbound CTR, unique CTR, cost per ad, cost. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll down here, right? And you can see they're all being added right here, all right? So this is what happens when you start adding them, then your website purchases are gonna be up here. I don't like that up there. I like them all the way at the end. So I moved this down right away. So website purchases, conversion value, and website purchases, okay? So actually I'll do it like this. All right, so that's the first thing. The next thing that I like to add is my add to carts. I wanna know my add to carts. So total and unique cost, okay? Total add to carts is when the same person, the same person can add to cart like 3 times, okay? And then that affects your cost in that view. I just want to have an idea how many add to carts are being added, because I will make decisions on the fly if I want to keep that campaign running or not. But I also want to know my unique cost of add to cart. So I always add the unique cost for add to cart. So I don't want to know offline or on Facebook add to cart. So this means that's like if you have, another property that you want to track the add to carts, you can track it there. Or on Facebook, if you have a Facebook shop, I don't use those, so I don't keep it on there. So basically, once again, I move my website purchases down here and my conversion value right here. So now we have our adds to cart. Okay, what's the next step of the funnel? Well, the next step of the funnel is initiate checkout. So let's add our initiate checkout. So we want total and we want unique cost, okay? So again, offline, I don't care. Website, yes. So once again, I move this down and this one down, boom. So what's the next metric? Add payment info, right? So add payment info, unique cost, scroll down. Once again, I move my website purchases and my conversion value, right? And once you're done doing that, let me get rid of those engagement ad things. Where'd it go? Somewhere in here. Engagement rate ranking, I don't care. Conversion rate ranking, I don't care. Quality ranking, I don't care. So once I have this set up, and this is just the way that I do it, okay? You can add likes, if you want to add, page likes or cost per page like, if you care about that. I don't, because this is ecom. We want to know our hard ROI numbers, right? So, I go in here, click apply, and that's going to change our dashboard to those settings. All right. So once you do that, you're going to go back in here and then you're going to save it. Okay. And you can give it whatever name you want. Okay. I just call it custom because I like to keep it simple. I know this is an ecom account. I don't need anything fancy, but some people have different dashboards for one account. So some people like to have a bird's eye view. Some people have to be like it super detailed like I do. This is just the way I do it. That works for me. So you do that, it's saved, and now it's always here. And once it's here, you can set it as your default. So when you log in, it's always like this. So what does that tell me? Now I can see everything that's going on in this account. Okay. Oh, I forgot to get rid of this one. So let's get rid of that on Facebook purchases. It's annoying. So let's see. On Facebook purchases, we don't have that. So apply. And then I gotta save it again. And there's a bug that is gonna bring it back. I'm gonna have to do it again because it's just annoying. And watch it work this time because see? So, but if that happens to you, just go back, do it one more time. I think it's because I'm using the name custom as they call it. So that's probably what's causing it. But I just get rid of it, apply, and then save, and I'm saving it because I deleted it just to do this for you guys. So, all right, there it is. Okay, so now I have all my metrics, okay? So for ecom, right? You want to keep everything in line. So this is our campaign level view. As you guys can see, all these campaigns are off. So I don't care what's going on in here because I shut them down for a reason. So another thing that people don't know how to do is they can filter things out. So these are the only 2 campaigns running. You can select them right here. And then I can go in here and then filter by selection. And now it gets rid of all the other stuff that doesn't matter. And we have our campaigns right here that are running, right? So at a campaign level, I can see my numbers, right? I can see my CTR, 225, CPC 64 on new users, on cold conversions, anything under $1.20 is amazing. So this one is 64. Retargeting, it's a little, 4.45 CPC. That's a little high, but the reason why that's high is because it's a very, very small audience that we're retargeting to. So that's what drives that cost up. The more you choke the audience, the more expensive your click-through rate is going to be and your CPC is going to be. Outbound, I like anything over 1.5, but for outbound in this account, it kicks ass at that level. So it's not a really big deal. I would like the cost per outbound click to go down, but it doesn't really matter because the cost, the average order value in this account is $130. So, like this one, 320, 116, so you do the math, right? So that's the campaign level, but then I go to my ad set level, and let's go to new users, and that's gonna make it easy for me to decide which campaigns I wanna keep and which ones I like to kill. Well, in this case, I don't wanna kill any of them because they're all kicking ass, right? But if I go right here, click results, let's make it 151, 134, 123. So let's say I would like to kill one of them. This is how you look at your data. So, let's say I had to cut back on my budget, right? Well, I look at my metrics. Now I know that the one with the less results is this one, 123. Okay, why is that? Look at the cost per purchase is 48, 34, 35, right? So these two are the winning ones, right? So then you scroll down and you can see your other, CPM, cost per 1,000. Link clicks, how many link clicks, cost per link click. This one's only $870, this one's $1350. That's a lot more expensive, right? CTR, look at this CTR. It's so high on this one because that's a lookalike, right? On the kit. So once you get to know your metrics here, you can make decisions on the fly, right? So see, this one's only 10. The other two are at 20 and 21 with pretty much the same budget. So if I had to kill one of them, I will kill one of them. And, start reading your data, start looking at things. This is how you're gonna, there's numbers that are gonna stand out to you. So I'm gonna tell you right now, top of my head, for any generic account, once I start, CPM, I like to keep it under 30, 25 or under. Cost per link click, anything, under $2, right? CTR, anything over 1.5 is good. If it's a very generic product, it's going to go under $1, 1%. You can be a 60, 70. I would like this one to be a little bit higher. Kind of sucks, but it's bringing in money, so who cares? CPC, again, this is pretty high, so this campaign needs to be optimized here. So anything for CPC, anything on under $1.20 is kick ass. So I will actually I'm going to make changes to this campaign when I get a chance, right? To maybe I'll get rid of some demographics. Try to, let's look at that. So what's going on in here that's making this campaign, more expensive than the others? So we go to breakdown here, we go to delivery, then we go by, it's only females for this account. So let's go to age. All right, so check that out. So my two most expensive demographics is 35 to 44 and 18 to 24, right? No, sorry. 25 to 34 and 18 to 24. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So in this campaign, if I had to optimize, I will split it. So I will duplicate this ad set 2 times and make the 35 to 44 bracket on its own and the 18 to 24 bracket on its own. So that's an example of what I would do this to split it to get better results and to really hone in on this campaign. Another thing that people don't look like, okay, what are they using? On this account, I know for a fact it's iPhones. So you can go by, platform and device, and it's going to tell you what platform and device. So it's going to be iPhone, Android. See, but iPhone just kills, right? So the next step on this is going to be to split it just to iPhone, and it's going to get you much cheaper results. So those are the little things that people don't know to dig in when it comes to the e-commerce campaigns. Another thing you can do is region. So you go to region and it's going to tell you where this campaign is performing. You can see California, Texas, and New York. It's always going to be those 3 because they're the most populated. But once you start digging through this data, you can duplicate that ad set and you can get rid of the non-performing ones. So this is how you start digging through your data, especially for e-coms. This is how I recommend you set up your dash. To get rid of the filter, just click right there. It'll get rid of it. Let's get rid of this. You guys have any questions about how to read your data, your demographics? You want to look at all your stuff here. And, one of the metrics that I really pay attention to at first, when I don't know the account, it's my cost per unique checkout. And if that cost is higher than usual, I kill that ad set right away, even if it's 2 days, right? But my generic rule for an ad set on a new account, it's let it run for 3 days. any account for that matter. But if you see that number, let's say if you set that number to be $27 and on day 2 it's already, 30 or not 30, I mean 60 or something like that, like this one, 50, kill right away, right? Or 200, kill right away. So look at that barely even ran because we noticed that right away and just killed it. So know your numbers. This is what it's gonna make you stand apart from the others. If you like this video, make sure to click one of the boxes right above me. Move on to the next one. Keep learning. There's plenty more to learn from. And I'll see you in the next video.